So, student of class 10th, all of you know that about real number system. That topic we can complete it in month of April. We can revise it again. How can we use Euclid division lemma before introduce about real number and Euclid division lemma? First we can introduce about number system that we can confirm in class 9th. In class 9th, you number system you can confirm about natural number, whole number, integer and real number. Natural number can be represented by capital N, whole number can be represented by capital W, integer can be represented by Z and real number be R. You know that about natural number. Natural number, it means all countable number is known as natural number. Like I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these are natural number. Whole number means collection of natural number with 0 is known as whole number. Integer, collection of whole number with it negative is known as integers. And real number. A real number, that is a, what is a real number? Real number means any number which can be represented in the form of P by Q. In the form of P by Q, where Q does not equal to 0 is known as real number. Real number. Also, real number have two conditions, rational and irrational. A rational number means those number which can be represented in the form of P by Q, where Q does not equal to 0. Okay. Then after, दूसरा irrational number means those number which cannot be written in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers. In this P and Q are integers, in this P and Q integers, but it cannot be represented in the form of P by Q. It has two conditions, first terminating, second non-terminating but repeating. Terminating means if any number in the form of P by Q, we can change in decimal expansion, we get remainder at any place, we get remainder as a 0. But non-terminating but repeating, second non-terminating but repeating means it is a 1 by 3. We can change it 0.333, we cannot get remainder as a 0, that is a non-terminating. We get same digit be repeated, that is a terminating. So if any number which is a terminating and non-terminating but repeating is rational number. Irrational number have only one condition, it is non-terminating and non-repeating. That is the root of 3, 1.732 and so on. This is a, we cannot get remainder as a 0 and cannot be repeated same digit. So it is a non-terminating but repeating. It is a non-terminating but repeating, a rational number, non-terminating, non-repeating, that is the irrational numbers. That clear? Then after, before introduce about this number system, then after we enter in first topic, that is a Euclid division lemma. Then see about Euclid division lemma. In Euclid division lemma, what is a Euclid division lemma? Theorem 2.1, that is a, if A and B are two positive integers, then there exists two unique integers Q and R, which satisfying A equal to BQ plus R, where 0 less than equal to R less than B. R is the remainder, R is remainder. It means if R is a remainder, so what is value of remainder? Remainder can be possible 0, but it is more than 0 but less than B. Means remainder can be more than 0 or 0 but less than B. Like as we explained by this process, if A greater than B, then A divided by B, we get quotient Q and RB 0. If any steps RB comes out be 0, means remainder B comes out be 0, it means the SCF of both A and B is B. If any question be completed on one step, that is a Euclid division lemma, or if maximum step be possible, so it is a Euclid division algorithms. By the help of this theorem, we can find SCF of any two given larger number. any two given larger number. So we can explain how can we get SCF by using Euclid division lemma. We can explain by given this example. Then see this example. Then see example. So see example. Like as this example we given. What is the example? Example that is given, find SCF by using Euclid division lemma. That is the example. Find SCF by using Euclid division lemma of 81 and 237. Means in this question our aim to find out SCF by using Euclid division lemma. These two numbers are given. Then see solution. Very easy process. Then see, you see that 237 is greater than 81. By using Euclid division lemma, that is A equal to BQ plus R. So we enter in step number first. Step number first. Then see what is the larger number. Larger number is given 237, that we can write down in left hand side. Is smaller number 81. Then in Euclid division lemma given there exist two positive integer, that is Q and R. Q and R. How can we get the value of Q and R? Then see how can we get the value of Q and R. Then you can divide it. 81 divided by 237. How many times? 2 times. 2 ones are 2. 2 8s are 16. We get remainder 5. Here 13. So students of class 10th, we explain Euclid division lemma by using Euclid division lemma. That is the example we can explain. This is 237 is greater than 81. We can complete a step first. We see that R does not equal to 0. So we can forget its left hand side and we can depend on right hand side. 81 is greater than 71. So 81 we can take in LHS and here it's 71. So divide them 71 by 81, we get quotient 1, remainder 6. We see that R does not equal to 0. So we enter in step number 3rd. Step number 3rd, that is we forget this LHS part, we can depend on RHS. RH is given 75. Here given 6. So if we can divide them, this 6 divided by 75, it can be divided by 12, that is a 72. Remainder 3. Means quotient 12, remainder 3, we see that R does not equal to 0. So step number we enter in 4th. Step number 4th. We say that you can forget this LHS part and also forget is 12, then 6 equal to 3 into 2 plus 0. Means we get R0. So what is below B? 3. It means HCF of 81 and 237 is 3. Means in Euclid division lemma we can apply this process we can continue apply this process till remainder does not comes out with 0. If remainder comes out with 0, so we can write down SCF, that is 3. That's clear. So again we can explain another topic by taking another examples. Then see next example. What is the next example? Then see here, that is a question given, example number 2. Example that is 2. In example number 2, given that use example number 2, use Euclid division lemma so that square of any positive integer is of the form 3m or 3m plus 1, where m is some integers. M is some integers. Then see, m is some integer. Then see solution. So students, it is given a square of any positive integers. If square of any positive integer, so first we can check here, that is a, we know that by Euclid division lemma, a equal to b cube plus r 0 less than r less than d. What is the multiple of this form? That is a 3. So we can assume that let b equal to 3. So 0 less than r less than 3. It means, remainder can be 0 or greater than 0 but less than 3. So possible value of r 0, 1 and 2. Then after we want to prove that a square of any positive integer of form 3m or 3m plus 1. So we can start by case first. In case first we can take r equal to 0. So a equal to, b is given 3, r is given 0. We can replace in this Euclid division lemma 3q plus 0. So a equal to, that is 3q. Then after we want to find the square of any positive integer form. So write down here, squaring both sides. We get a square equal to 3q whole square. So a square equal to 9q square. So a square equal to 3 into 3q square. So a square equal to 3m, where m equal to 3q square. Means it is first form, that is the square of any positive integer is the form of 3m. Then after we can discuss in case second. Case second, when r equal to that is a 1. So a equal to 3q plus 1. Again we want to prove the form is squaring both sides. So a square equal to, it is a 3q plus 1 whole square. So a square equal to, it is form of a plus b whole square. So a square means 9, b square 1 plus 2ab, 3 2s are 6q. Arrange it. A square equal to 9q square plus 6q plus 1. So a square, we can take 3 common. It is a 3q square plus 2q plus 1. So a square equal to, it is a 3m plus 1. What is the second form? 3m plus 1. Where m equal to 3q square plus 2q. So in case third, we can assume when r equal to 2, so a equal to 3q plus 2. Write down here, is squaring both sides. So a square equal to, it is a 3q plus 2 whole square. That's clear. Then again we apply a plus b whole square. It is a plus b whole square, means 3q square plus 2 square, 2 into 3q into 2. So a square equal to 9q square plus 4, 3 2s are 6, 3 2s are 12q. So it is a square 9q square plus 12q plus 3 plus 1. So a square, what is going the 3 term? 3. It is a 3q square plus 4q or plus 1 plus 1. We can assume a square equal to 3m plus 1, where m equal to 3q square plus 4q. Square of any positive integer is the form of 3m or 3m plus 1, right? We can prove that here. First form 3m, second 3m plus 1, and this is 1. So in this process we have only two form, that is a 3m or 3m plus 1. We can prove a square of any positive integer is the form of 3m or 3m plus 1.